Now, Storm Watch 12 weather on News Watch 12.
Well, high temperatures today were, for the most part, into the 50s. Kind of an interesting scenario because Montague was 65 degrees. It was only 52 in Medford. There's not a whole lot of distance between those two locations, but the interesting thing was the south wind in Montague. That is what provided a little bit of a downsloping wind, so that's why temperatures were warmer in Montague. We only had a light west wind here in Medford, but it's been breezy along the Oregon coast and east the Cascades, generally 15 to 25 miles an hour, some areas getting gusts upwards of 30 miles an hour. Now we do have some rain showing up offshore right now, just offshore from Brookings, but it's slowly moving from the west towards the east. And here's not a significant system, but it is moving from the west towards the east. A lot more unsettled weather offshore, but now there's a little bit more certainty in terms of what's going to happen with that. We'll get into that a little bit here, but over the next 2 to 3 hours, we'll start seeing that rain pushing onshore. And then once we go throughout the overnight hours, we'll start seeing that rain move from the west towards the east, and we'll start seeing that rain sometime before sunrise tomorrow. So plan on a wet commute up and down I-5 for tomorrow. That rain's going to have a hard time making it east the Cascades for the day tomorrow, but we will see some of that rain. Eventually, that rain will change over to showers into the afternoon. Then we're going to have a bit of a break. That break won't last all that long because Tuesday morning we'll start seeing another round moving in from the southwest. We'll see rain at times throughout the day on Tuesday. We'll see some breaks here and there, but the snow level is going to be pretty high, above 5,000 to 6,000 feet, so we're not going to be looking at any snow impacts along the Cascades. That rain will also eventually change over to showers once we go through Wednesday as well. Not anticipating a ton of rain with this system for tonight and into tomorrow. This is actually overestimating the amounts that we could be looking at. We could be looking at maybe a ½ inch to maybe 3/4 inch along the Oregon coast. And even when we go through the next couple of days, we're still just not going to see a whole lot of rain, even in the Rogue Valley and especially east the Cascades. That's because most of the rain is actually going to be shifting into California over the next several days, but the best chance of seeing the rain will be along the Oregon coast for tomorrow. The rain will shift down to the south on Tuesday, and we'll have the chance of showers for Wednesday, but Thursday and Friday, the showers really just stick into Siskiyou County and into the south. So we're going to be looking at a lower impact system for most of the week, and that's because area of low pressure is just going to stay too far to our southwest. That's going to take most of the rain down to our south. There was a lot of complications for the last several days in terms of what was going to really happen, but now it's finally looking like it's going to solidify, at least in terms of what really will happen. Now, we could see a wet weekend as we get into next week. Now, with the next system that comes through the area, we could be looking at some morning fog, even with the rain that we have. So don't be surprised if your visibility is not very good in the morning. But we're looking at 30s and 40s overnight lows. 40 is forecast low for Medford. We'll be looking at temperatures only into the 50s for tomorrow, but we'll see rain early. Eventually, we'll see decreasing showers throughout the afternoon. Breezy conditions east the Cascades, mostly over Lake County. Could be looking again at wind gusts 20 to 30 miles an hour. Highest for tomorrow also again into the 50s, 57 for Medford, 58 for Brookings. So here's your coastal forecast. Temperatures warm up into the low 60s by the time we get to Wednesday, but won't really see any dry weather until we get towards the end of the week. For Northern California, we'll stay into the 50s, though temperatures cool from Monday around 60 to low 50s on Tuesday, and then they bounce right back up for Wednesday and Thursday. For the Klamath Basin, we'll stay into the 50s for the next several days. Temperatures, though, overnight lows right around freezing, give or take a couple of degrees throughout the week. And as we go through the Cascades, snow levels are going to stay fairly high for the next several days, so we're not really anticipating much snow at all. In fact, Crater Lake might get an inch tonight, and that's really about it. Now, in terms of the Rogue Valley, we'll be in the 50s for the next couple of days, warming to the low 60s Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, though, looking pretty nice.